Hello YouTube, this is Stefan from Holland, and this time I want to talk about some axes. I have here in front of me 4 axes, 2 Gransfors and 2 Husqvarna. They are all Swedish made, they are all hand forged, but there are some differences. This one, I guess it's the most famous one, the small forest axe. I bought it in Sweden last year. I did see some use, not too much, but I did use it. And it's a very nice axe. It's big enough for 2 hands. And it weighs about just over a kilo. Yeah? And it's about 50 centimeters long, so if you have a larger backpack, it can fit inside your backpack even. It has a very good balance, and the edge is a bit round, but not too round. And as you can see, it's small, so it's more like slicing axe. Of course you can chop with it real well, and there's some good leather protection. So the one I use the most is the wildlife axe, also Gransfors. I put some rubber inner tube around the handle just for comfort, because I'm using it a lot in this position. If you look at this blade, it's almost straight, so it's actually a slicer but also a carver. You can carve some decent wood with this. It's also thin, also for the slicing activity, but it will chop and you can make some kindling, etc, etc. Actually, when I was in Sweden, during the canoe trip, I had my big blade. I used it, and then when we came back from the canoe trip, we still had 1 week left. I merely used this one instead of the big blade. And I still do believe that the big blade is more versatile, better for me, but your opinion may differ. So this is the wildlife axe. It's 690 grams and the total length is 34 centimeters. So this one will fit real nice inside your backpack. And also the leather protection, it runs all the way through to the end. So it's even better protected than the small forest axe. And then I found from Husqvarna they were offering an all-round axe. And judging by the dimensions that I gave, it should be somewhat the same as a small forest axe. So I ordered it online. And when it came, it was actually a lot bigger and heavier. This one has a total length of 67 centimeters and a total weight of 1375 grams. So that's way over a kilo. And what you can see, the edge is more round. Well, they say it's better for if you are felling a tree that's alive, that still has sap in it. Well, haven't tried it yet. I might. I'm not a big fan of felling trees that are still alive. Usually use axes and also the big blades on already dead wood standing. And it's a bit broader, so it's more like a splitting axe, more than a carver. But it's long, it's heavy. If you want to make a camp and you are going with your car, yeah, take it, why not? This one was 34 euros, by the way. And then the small hand axe. And this was actually the biggest disappointment, because it was totally a different model. The model should have been more like the wildlife hatchet, also with the ear here. I believe that's what they call it, the ear. And it should be also the dimensions of the wildlife hatchet. Well, it's not. This one is a bit larger. It's 38 centimeters. What it weighs, over a kilo, just over a kilo. It has the same weight as a small forest axe, so that's double the size. It was only 29 euro though, so that's why I decided to keep it, to test it, not to send it back, because all the expenses you make for sending it back, it's not worth the effort. And it might be a good axe, I'm not sure yet. It's also a bit more round, and also more like for log splitting. So that's what I'm going to use it for. Our next trip I'm going to bring this one and give it some hard use. I'll let you know. So, Gransfors books, you get what you pay for and some more. You also get what they advertise. So what you see is what you get, and I really do like this. Husqvarna, I'm not saying anything about the quality because I still have to find out, but the information they are giving, both on the Husqvarna site itself and on the dealer list, it differs, it varies. This one is not the all-round, because now they are advertising the big one, they are advertising it as a felling axe. So the all-round axe, that's what I call it, that's what I ordered. And 2 days later I checked the internet again, and all-round axe was gone. It was changed to this model, heavier and larger. And also this one, on the picture that came along, it was more like the model as the wildlife hatchet from Gransfors. And they have one model like it, and it's called the camping hatchet, I believe. And the camping hatchet really looks like the wildlife hatchet, but it's double the price. This one is 29 and the camping hatchet was 59 euros. So the information of Husqvarna really sucks. I'm gonna tell you more about the quality. These two Husqvarna axes are about the same price as what you would pay in Holland for the small forest axe. So, hope you enjoyed. Maybe I answered some questions, maybe I raised a lot of questions. So, go and find out for yourself. Gransfors, always good. Husqvarna, well, for the money, you can't go wrong actually. Okay, bye bye.